Hey guys, it is currently 7:55 in the morning on August 27th, and I've only worked on the bludgeoning of Caitlin McLeod this morning, again, and things have been very slow. I spent most of the morning playing Minecraft, because at least I could do that. I've written 832 words. That's it. It's not where I would like to be today, but I'm still not there totally for writing, but I'm working on it. So, my main goal today is to work on Caitlin McLeod and start the next edit of Man of Darkness. I think it's a Google Translate edit. Honestly don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, and I'm going to start it sometime after I wake up. Hopefully today my alarms will go off. Yesterday my 2:30 alarm, which is what time I set my alarms for, on my iPad, went off at 5 p.m. So, which I know because when my iPad randomly went off at 5, I was quite alarmed, because I was already awake and sitting at the computer, and I had been for like an hour-ish. But I unlocked my screen and my alarm time said 2:30, so my iPad thought for certain that that was the correct time to set off that alarm, even though my iPad clock is set to the correct time. So it does that sometimes. Other times that one goes off correctly and my phone doesn't go off, or they both go off, which is an ultimate rarity that I crave most days. But regardless, whatever time I wake up today, I'll work on the Man of Darkness edit. I need to film a Man of Darkness video before I do that, but I'm too lazy to go get my notebook because I already moved my other stuff in here and sat down, so I'm not going to do that right now. I might grab it when I get up at 9 to wash my face and take ZQuil and hopefully fall asleep this time. Spoiler alert, it didn't work yesterday. So we'll see. But working on Caitlin McLeod. Again, the goal is around 25 words, or 25,000 words, my bad. And I'm currently at 22,532. So we are closing in on the end. They just spoke to the boyfriend of Caitlin. It's the 4th of July in the book right now, so there's currently a scene where Ken, Alex, and Danny, which are our two main deputies, the Carver-Baxter series, and Danny is like the forensic tech. They're at the parade. Ken is there to see his daughter, who she's like 2 or 3, I think, and he loves her very dearly, but the plan was for her grandparents to take her to the parade because Ken has PTSD, and his biggest fear was ruining her day by the noises at the parade triggering something for him. So this scene that I'm writing now, as far as I know, he doesn't have a full-blown PTSD attack or anything like that, like no full-blown panic attacks or anything like that, but he does have his general anxiety and tenseness and paranoia and all of that. And sometimes just writing those scenes, first of all, is very difficult for me. But outside of that, it does help characterize Ken a lot. Anytime that we see him standing with his back against the wall, or there's a mention of his shoulders being tense, or his jaw being tense, or anything like that, it characterizes Ken very drastically in comparison to Alex, who is generally laid back and relaxed and doesn't have a lot of issues when it comes to loud noises or being in a crowd or talking to a bunch of people in the same day or anything like that. Alex doesn't have any issues with that. He's a social butterfly, and then not to mention on top of that, he has no anxiety issues or paranoia or PTSD or any of the symptoms that go along with it. So seeing the drastic difference between them in the same thing is great characterization for the both of them. Even the opening of this scene, the music from the floats and the excited squeals from children echoed in Ken's head and chest, his heart pounding along to every noise his ears heard. That kind of thing. Like, it's good characterization for Ken, and then also Alex, who is about the only person that knows Ken has PTSD, and Alex does everything he can to help Ken find ways to deal with it and find ways to help Ken through it without overstepping their boundaries and stuff like that. So overall, it's good for both of them to be in this scene. And also, that's about the only thing I've written today that I'm proud of, so that's something. But yeah, I am going to continue to work on this. I expect it to be slow. That's fine. I'm accepting that progress isn't going to be super great for the rest of the month. But I am going to work on it. I would like to get this book done by the end of the month, but if that's not possible, I would like to get it as close to being done as possible. But we'll see. So, I'm going to get into work here, and I will see you guys one more time before I go to sleep. Alrighty, it is 9:49 in the morning, and I definitely did more video editing than I did writing. I edited the final 2 Camp Nano videos. Day 30 is uploading now. I'll upload day 31 when I wake up, and then I have to edit the Afterthoughts video, and then I'm all the way through the Camp Nano stuff. But I did write way more than I thought. Not a ton, mind you, but still astronomical compared to what I was expecting. I wrote 620 words since you last saw me, so that is progress. And I apologize so deeply if you can hear my dog in the background. She will not stop licking her face. That's been there for like the last hour. So, there's that. But that brings my total for the day so far to 1,452 words, which is something. I took my ZQuil stuff about an hour ago, and I am not tired, but I am going to go lay down and hopefully fall asleep. I'm going to set my alarms for 2:30. Hopefully they both go off. Hopefully they both go off at the correct time. Hopefully I wake up. My journal that I ordered is supposed to be coming in today, that I ordered specifically because the main character in The Lost City of Z uses it. So then I can have it for like photos and to write their stuff in, and or the stuff that she would have in her journal in there. My book notes are in a different notebook. But yeah. So that might wake me up, that might not, depends on what time it comes in. But either way, when I first wake up, I'm going to start with edit 7 of Man of Darkness, and then I will move back to writing. You will see me for updates on both. I don't know how long I'll be back here after I wake up, depends on what time I wake up, but then I'll probably be out in the living room most of the night, editing videos, partially working on writing, and continuing to teach Mom to play Minecraft. So, that's the plan. But I will see you guys with an update sometime after I wake up. Depending on when it is, will help determine how much I accomplish. But regardless, hopefully I'm going to fall asleep. Hopefully I wake up on time. And hopefully I'll see you not too long after I wake up. Hey guys, it is currently 9:06 in the morning on August 28th, and I just finished The Bludgeoning of Caitlin McLeod. I didn't think I was going to accomplish that this morning, but I did finish it, and that's very exciting. So I ended up with 18 chapters and 27,850 words, which means that today I wrote 4,140, which is more than I've written since Saturday, so that feels pretty good. I feel like I'm getting back to me, which is great. So that looks like this. Chapter 18 is, if this were like a Bo Austin book, Chapter 18 would be the epilogue. It's what sets up the beginning of the next book. So I've already written out what the next case is. The next one is a physical assault and battery, something. The only thing we know at the moment is that the victim is a man and he is alive. And Ken and Alex are going to the hospital to question him, which is what they will do at the beginning of book 3. So, I'm not 100% sure what book 3 is going to be called. I still need the name of the victim. I know where the victim is from. That's just not mentioned here. So I do need to find a name that is accurate to where he is from. and go from there, and then I need to figure out what the first word is going to be. Like the first one, the first book is The Kidnapping of Eve Lincoln. This one is The Bludgeoning of Caitlin MacLeod, so I need the one for this one. It honestly might just be The Beating of. Not 100% sure. We will see. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. I'm going to leave the book up, go from there. But I'm going to pretty much just go take some ZzzQuil, brush my teeth, and go to sleep. Hopefully. I'm not tired. I passed out in the living room for like half an hour on accident in my chair in the middle of a word sprint, fun fact, because I'm tired as hell. My meds are giving me insomnia during the time I normally sleep, and even if I stay up all morning long, I still can't fall asleep at 9. So, I don't know, but I'm trying. But I think the sooner I get out of here and into my room, the better. Hopefully fall asleep. Setting my alarms for 2:30, hoping they go off, hoping that a certain dog doesn't wake me up multiple times throughout the morning like she did yesterday. She's very quiet today though, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep. But when I get up, I have a few things to do. I'm going to go over to my grandma and grandpa's and get some water and then just chit-chat with them for a little bit. I need to... So, first of all, I checked off everything here. There are some things that I didn't write down at the end because it was literally in the last chapter. Or chapter 17, I suppose. So I just didn't jot that down because I didn't need to know that it was going to happen. And then I'm going to move you. I need to go through and finish taking my notes here. This is from a while ago. This was what day? I have no idea what day this was. Saturday, July 3rd, 2004. So this is from many pages ago. The last thing I jotted down was from 1:30 p.m. And there are 114 pages in the book. And the last thing that I wrote down was from page 63. So I have from page 63 all the way to 114 to catch up on, and that's something I will do sometime after I wake up. Hopefully. I don't know if I will finish catching up, but I will start catching up, if nothing else. And then once that's done, I can begin book 3, but somewhere in between that, I also need to do some editing on Man of Darkness. I need to get through at least the first chapter today. I'd like to get through the first 2, but kind of depends on what time I wake up and how I'm feeling, so I might just do the first 1, so that way I can get the next book of this started. We'll see. But that's all the writing stuff I have today, and as long as book 3 goes okay, I'll actually meet my writing goal today, which also feels pretty damn great. The only other thing I have for you is that I haven't showed you this yet. My journal came in yesterday, and I'm so excited. It's the one that inspired the journal that my main character uses in The Lost City of Z. And the thing that you haven't seen yet is that the pages on the inside are done up in that old-fashioned color, so it looks like it's old. And I love it so much. I love old-looking pages. I'm so happy. And sorry, I ran out of space. The other thing I need to do today is move some videos to Google Photos because I haven't done that very actively. But you can move the pages around. You can switch them wherever you want. You can take pages out. You can refill them with the paper of this that you can buy. You can buy lined paper of the same texture. And I think you can even buy graph paper to fit in here. So I'm very excited, and eventually the stuff that she and Jack are actually writing down in her journal will be stuff that I put in here. So I'm very excited for that, and I thought I would show it to you. Eventually I might do a series that covers like me showing you things specifically that I got based on one of my books. But we'll see. So if you've made it this far into my ramble, feel free to leave a comment if that would interest you. We'll see what happens. Sometimes it might be journals, sometimes it might be, who knows, a nameplate, depending on the book. But regardless, I am done in here, and I'm going to hopefully fall asleep soon. So I will see you with an update on something sometime after I wake up.